Hello guys and welcome to Crypto Gems. In today's video we're going to talk about Bitget, which is an industry leading copy trader. We're going to look at all the ways in which you can use this to make some potential gains. Obviously nothing I say on this video is financial advice, so always go away and do your own research before you invest any of your own money. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Jumping over to the Bitget website then guys, which as always is linked down below in the description, so make sure you go and check it out after this video. You can see looking down through that there's all sorts of different market information, etc. that's shown here, but why do we want to choose Bitget over perhaps another exchange? Well, it's an innovative product with one-click copy trading. This is very useful, particularly if you're a beginner trader, in that you can click once and copy someone who has years of experience as a trader, and then you can make the most of the movements in the cryptocurrency market, perhaps without having to learn to trade yourself. It has industry-leading security, which is always a very key when we talk about crypto, because when it comes to crypto, there's lots of hacking and stuff that goes on, so make sure you're always choosing reputable providers, and as well as that, excellent customer service, so you'll always have someone to speak to with any problems 24/7. It's also a dedicated derivatives exchange, which is first of its kind in terms of self-developed trading pairing systems, multiple first of its kind derivative products, and top 6 futures exchange by trading volume. You always want to trade on platforms with big volume because it means there's small spreads and you can get your money out quickly. Coming down through, you can see there's lots of different news and lots of different features happening all the time, lots of offers, etc. And by following them on social media, which we'll talk about later on in the video, you can see ways in which you can win giveaways. You can see they're already associated with famous football teams around the world, and as well as that, there's also an app available, so you can download that through the App Store, Google Play, or Android in order to be able to check on your trades on your phone when you're out on the go. Obviously, I'll always recommend using a larger screen to trade on rather than your phone because it doesn't really show enough information, but to keep up to date with what's going on, placing orders, etc. can be very useful. So coming across to copy trading, guys, if you don't know what copy trading is, it's basically if you think about trading itself, can be quite tricky to learn. Actually, learning trading not necessarily that difficult, but to come to terms with the psychology of it all can take a long time, perhaps even years, to be able to master. There are other people in the world who've already mastered it, and you can benefit from following their trades. All you then do is you select a trader who's already successful and you click copy their trades, and what it's going to do is every time they enter a trade, it's going to enter you into a trade. They're going to take a small percentage of winnings, but you yourself are going to take most of the profit, which is obviously beneficial because then you can use all of their expertise to make your own money, which is a very cool process. So guys, clicking on copy trade, you can see it brings up a list of top traders. Now, things to pay attention to in terms of choosing a trader that we want to look at is look at the amount of money, the total profit and loss and things like that, because we do have an ROI, and you can see top of the list, the ROI is actually negative 2.75%. You can see the total profit over time is just $111,000, which is pretty good, $389,000. This is pretty impressive, and the ROI on these might seem much higher, but looking across at this one, we've got a win rate that's pretty high and a total profit and loss. Also, with the win rate being really high now, it doesn't actually matter in trading if you've got a huge or really high win rate. Obviously, it's kind of better, but potentially you can still be a very successful trader if you're losing more than you're winning. And the way that is because you're taking larger wins, larger profits when you're winning trades and taking only small losses on your losing trades. As you can see, the orange indicates that these are all full, but in terms of what I see here, not necessarily the most exciting in terms of the returns. So let's have a look at the next page and see if we can find someone who we want to copy. Okay guys, looking through, we can find a few that are available here. I don't really want to look at these ones, guys, because the profit and loss is $12 over 3 weeks, which is not very exciting at all. $1,000 over 3 weeks, again, pretty small. Here we can see Elon Musk missed as $16,700 in the past 3 weeks. Now, also they could be quite new to the platform. They might not have many people following them, but you can see overall they're 99% win rate. Now this one I like the look of, guys. As you can see, I've already clicked on follow. We'll look at what that means in a minute. And you can see nearly 85% return on investment, which is great. Win rate 95%. Total profit over 3 weeks around $20,000 or nearly $21,000. And total profit and loss over time $39,000. They've also got a huge number of followers, which show that they're probably doing pretty well. So if you just click on follow, it will bring you across to this next page, which is the same that if you want to edit a trade afterwards, you just need to click on that edit button and it'll bring you across here. Now, depending on your account size, guys, you can see that you can move a different amount of money towards this individual. Here you can see how much you're willing to give them in terms of a margin to play with, obviously depending on the amount of money you've got in your account. And you can either give the whole amount to this individual, or I recommend probably giving smaller amounts to a number of different traders because it spreads then your risk, because if this one person goes bust, then you will lose everything. All you then need to do is select how much you want to choose. So for example, just here 1,176, and I'm going to click on next. And then you're going to look down through, see what's going on, and you can click on confirm. And now you can see that every trade that this person's going to place is going to appear here. Now obviously you can see at the moment there's no history because we obviously have just started, and he's yet to open any new trades. But all very straightforward, guys, all super easy for you to do. Just jump across and have a go at doing that. As you can see, guys, once you've got your traders here, you can then just click on edit, and that's going to bring you to the same screen as you've already seen. You can then choose the different cryptos that you want them to open up. So maybe you don't really like the look of Bitcoin, you want to go with Ethereum, Litecoin, Chainlink, and Ethereum Cash here, and you can just select or deselect whatever you want. You can then change the amount that you're giving them. Perhaps they're doing particularly strongly at the moment, and then you can just click next again and just approve it like we've just done before. All very, very straightforward, all very easy to do, guys. Now, if there's any questions that you have with regards to how Bitget works, all you've got to do, guys, is come over to this support area, and you can see there's various tutorials available for each of the different functions. You can see that there's loads and loads of different tutorials available. Just looking at the futures trial fund, you can see all of the different topics that are available on the side here. Takes you through a description of what they are, tells you how to take those trades, how to calculate your profit, your risk, etc, etc, giving examples. And here you can see that depending on the amount of risk that you expose yourself, then you can see the amount of profits that you can potentially make. If you want to know more about copy trading, just click on the copy trading tab, and then you can see there's all this information here about copy trading. So you can see some various examples with various different positions, the current copy trades that are open, etc, etc, and as well as that, continue to go through, guys, and take a look at your stop loss, take profit sets, and how they're put into practice. So not only are you able to benefit from copying others trading, but you yourself can learn to trade and become a better trader. No matter how successful you've been in trading, there's always more information to learn, and it's a continuous process, guys. So I recommend not looking for some sort of golden answer to trading, but to continue making yourself a master. And obviously, once you know how to trade, you basically have a way to be able to continue to make money for ultimately the rest of your life, which is obviously a really cool, awesome thing to get involved in. If you look on the Bitget Trader Guidelines, you can see some information for the requirements of the traders. That's if you want to become one of the professional traders on the platform and have other people following you and copying your trades. Here you can see a little bit about the requirements that you need for others to want to follow you. Here's some information about the requirements it takes for you to become one of those traders. And obviously, bearing in mind the platform's success is on the success of its traders, there's obviously some fairly stringent requirements, but ultimately, obviously, therefore, if they want you so much to be a trader and a successful one, then there's obviously great rewards if you can deliver well on the platform. As well as that, there's always going to be various upgrades and various things happening on the platform. Maybe they start adding new coins, maybe they stop trading with other coins, and you can see all this information here on the latest news section. There's so much information on this platform, which is really cool, guys. You can see there's various rewards, etc, airdrops, various other things going on to make it a kind of an exciting, all-encompassing platform that's going to give you lots of things if you are interested in following and paying attention to what's going on here. Now, as with any broker, anything that you use with regards to trading, it's always important that you use a trustworthy platform, one that's already well established. You can go and look up various reviews and find that Bitget has some extremely solid reviews. As well as that, guys, you only need to come across the Bitget Twitter, and you can see 340,000 followers. As well as that, they're partnered with Juventus Football Club and various other sports teams around the world. Big sports brands, etc. won't put their name to a company like this if it's not a legitimate one, guys. Going down below as well, it's worth coming over and following them, because as you can see, all you've got to do, retweet and follow, and you could potentially win 500 of the Bitget tokens and various other rewards going down through. And you can see down here, guys, 18,000 US dollar tether in prizes to be won. All you've really got to do, guys, come over, like, retweet and share their content, and you can potentially win some fantastic rewards to help you get started on your trading journey. Just to recap, guys, Bitget is a world leader when it comes to crypto trading. If you're new to trading and you don't know much about trading already, but you want to make the most of the moves that are happening in the crypto markets, then hop on over to Bitget, which is again linked down in the description below, where you can follow and copy already successful traders and also learn from their trading abilities. If you've got any value out of today's video at all, then make sure you smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to crypto and you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, NFTs and the metaverse, then make sure you subscribe to Crypto Gems to be kept up to date with all of the latest happening in the markets. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon with another video.